Well, good afternoon. Good afternoon. We've gathered here today to remember our nation's veterans and to express our gratitude for the service that they have provided to each one of us in this room. America owes a deep debt of gratitude to those women and men who wear or who have worn the uniform of the United States. From the Minutemen who fought at Lexington, to those members of the armed forces who serve today in Iraq and Afghanistan and other parts of the world. One of the most compelling activities at the law school these days is our Veterans Benefits Clinic. Launched 2 years ago on this day, on Veterans Day 2 years ago, which is now going forward with tremendous momentum. Through the work of this clinic, we not only honor the contribution of our nation's veterans, but we help reaffirm our nation's commitment to provide them with the essential support that they were promised and have earned through their military service. It is our great privilege today to fulfill a dream that began here 2 years ago, the naming of our clinic after one of the law school's most beloved and respected graduates, Lewis B. Puller, Jr., class of 1974. Lewis was the son of the legendary Chesty Puller, the most decorated man in Marine Corps history. Upon Lewis's graduation from the College of William & Mary in 1967, he went into officer candidate school in the Marine Corps and went to Vietnam as a Marine Corps officer, leading a platoon into combat. In October 1968, he was severely wounded when he tripped a booby-trapped howitzer round, losing both of his legs, most of his fingers, and suffering an array of injuries in the explosion. The wounds he suffered on that day in October 1968 nearly cost him his life. Those who knew him report that he survived primarily because of his iron will and his stubborn refusal to die. During his military career, Puller earned the Silver Star, 2 Purple Hearts, the Navy Commendation Medal, and the Vietnam Cross of Gallantry. A few years later, he would return to Williamsburg and enroll at the William & Mary Law School, from which he graduated in 1974, and I'm so pleased that many of his classmates have come back today from across the country to be part of this celebration. Lewis Puller's wounds were very serious, and his life was not an easy one. In 1991, he wrote an extraordinary book about his life, in which he told his story, including the injuries he had suffered in Vietnam and their consequences on his life. The book is entitled Fortunate Son. It won the Pulitzer Prize, and if you haven't read it, I encourage you to do so. It's a riveting story. William & Mary Law School is proud to claim Lewis B. Puller, Jr. as one of our graduates.